What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, the pound for pound king, 4-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, and the reigning WBA junior middleweight world champion, superstar boxer, Terence Bud Crawford. Terence Bud Crawford is 42 wins, no losses, no draws. He's 31 wins by way of knockout. Terence Bud Crawford is 36 years of age. He'll be 37 September 27. With that said, Terence Bud Crawford just made his debut August 3rd at 154 pounds when he beat Israel Madrimov for the WBA title, which will eventually turn into the WBO title the moment the Towering Inferno Sebastian Fundora agrees to fight Errol Spence. With that said, Terence Crawford has his sights set on. He wanted to become undisputed in 3 separate weight classes, but we know what happened with Jermell Charlo vacating the belts. The belts went all over the place. Now he got to go on a collection tour to collect all the belts, right? When he had to fight Jermell Charlo, just one fighter, the best fighter at the division, that would allow him to become undisputed. Nonetheless, now the belts bounced all over the place, right? So Terence Crawford, he set his sights on 4-division world champion, Mexican superstar boxer, who is widely considered top 5 pound for pound best fighters in the world, and now formerly the undisputed super middleweight world champion, Saul Canelo Alvarez. So he wants to fight Saul Canelo Alvarez, who is the 168-pound unified champion, right? He was undisputed, but he got stripped of the title. So nonetheless, he don't have the IBF title, but he's still the unified WBA, WBC, WBO, and Ring Magazine super middleweight champion, right? And Terence Crawford has set his sights on a showdown with Canelo Alvarez, but everybody is passing it off now, you know, and even Canelo Alvarez, he's asking for unrealistic amounts of money. He wants $150 million from His Excellency Prince Turki Al-Sheikh, and you know, he's saying if he do fight Terence Crawford, he won't get no credit for fighting Terence Crawford because he's a small guy, so on and so forth, right? And Terence Crawford, he said, listen, I just want an opportunity to show the world how great I am. Period. Right? I just want the opportunity to show the world how great I am. You know what I'm saying? And I want the world to see how great I am. I want to show the world how great I am. And everybody's passing it off as the size, because they were looking to judge Terence Crawford in that fight with Israel Madrimov and how that fight played out with Israel Madrimov, right? And from that point forward, they started judging the fight, and they said, well, he was too small for Israel Madrimov. But when you actually watch the fight, he hurt Israel Madrimov a few times in that fight, especially in the 11th round, right? Hurt him bad, you know what I mean? And I talked to Lonnie B. He said that he just feel like he maxed out and he's just too small. But I asked Lonnie B, maybe it's just the situation where Terence Crawford, that was his first fight. He didn't get acclimated. He didn't grow into the division yet, right? But I saw a skill difference. And like Lonnie said, he said Terence Crawford is going to win. He believes he'll beat everybody at 154. He's just going to have to work hard. And the thing is, Canelo Alvarez is not a big 68-pounder. I can see if it was David Benavidez, then I would be questioning, because David Benavidez 6'2", 76-inch arm reach, rehydrating at almost 200 pounds. I can understand that. Canelo Alvarez is not that. He's 5'8", 70-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford is same height, is slightly taller. Terence Crawford has a 4-inch arm reach advantage. Canelo Alvarez fights at a slow pace. Yes, it's going to have to be a boxing match, like Floyd Mayweather with Canelo. Dimitri Bivol, he didn't use his size. He used his boxing skills to beat Canelo. And I think Terence Crawford can do the same thing. That's my personal opinion. Now, some people, again, can say, well, they think he's too small. I don't. And Terence Crawford, if people think, and like Terence Crawford is saying, if you think that he's too small, or you think that you won't, give him the opportunity. You think that he don't stand a chance to beat Canelo Alvarez? Give him the opportunity. Let's see it. Canelo Alvarez is in it ain't a lose-lose situation for Canelo, because he fought the likes of Amir Khan, who was a welterweight with no title, and made him come up to a catchweight. He fought the likes of Alfredo Gomez, right? He fought, Jamel Charles 2 weight classes below him. He fought, guys, and then he himself jumped up from 160 to 175. That's 15-pound jump. He jumped up from 160 to 175 to fight Sergey Kovalev, who was 6 feet tall, and he's 5'8". He even bigger than Canelo, to Terence Crawford, right? And he fought Sergey Kovalev. Then he came back down, went back up, and fought Dimitri Bivol, who was smaller than Kovalev, and he lost to Dimitri Bivol. So that's my thing, right? You're going to get credit for it, period. You're going to get credit for it. I think he's going to get credit for it. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out, man. But, he's just not a big guy. I think that, Canelo was able to do it. From 160 to 175 is 15 pounds. So from 154, 14 pounds. What's the difference, right? It's 14 pounds. So if you did 15 pounds for Canelo and he was able to beat Sergey Kovalev, and Kovalev had a 5-inch height advantage and a 5-inch arm reach advantage, and probably was 20 pounds heavier, and Canelo is going to not have none of those, well, what's the problem? What's the difference? So let's see how it unfolds and plays out, man. But that's all I got for y'all. Terence Crawford said, listen, I just wanted the opportunity to show how great I am. You're going to get paid. He's a pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. You can make it happen, man. Make it happen. So let's see how it unfolds and plays out, man.